Yo, what's good, party people? Just jumping on, doing a little Freezie Time. Just getting a little bit of FaceTime with y'all. Let me see here. I'm gonna do an invite real quick. Invite my guy on. Just bear with me. We ain't gonna be on too long. I just wanted to talk to y'all, get y'all feedback on some stuff. See how y'all feeling. Bear with me. I'm gonna send the invite out to a couple of the guys. Ain't nothing pressing. It's all good. Right. So just gonna send it out to G-Man and them just in case. Right. I don't have everybody in a group chat. I like to talk to people like one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So I mean the group text. I don't do it as much. I just like the individual conversations, man. I just like talking to people, you know, one-on-ones and all that stuff. There he is. G-Man.
What's good?
What's good, boss?
What? Well, look, I'm trying to get my damn speaker to work, and I can't get that shit to work.
Hey, so I'm live. This is Freezie Time. I'm on the air.
Oh! What you?
Yeah.
You gotta tell me.
Yeah. No, man. I said, when you clicked on it, it said Freezie Time.
You know what? I wasn't paying attention. I thought that was a continuation of what we just got off of.
No,
I
man.
wasn't paying attention. My bad.
That's why I left.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I apologize for the language first and foremost, right? Because that's not how I roll.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? It's Freezie Time, and we about to get it in. I'm out here. Look, I'm out here in the elements. Look, you see the tree behind me? You hear the birds chirping and whatnot? I'm out here in the elements, Freezie. You know what I'm saying?
Trees.
Let's do this thing, brother.
You must be in the Midwest or something.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I wanted to jump on and do a little Freezie Time. You know, hang out with the people for a little bit. Get them to do some Q&A, let them, you know what I'm saying, ask the questions that they've been wanting to ask, you know what I'm saying, and just say a few things. So
run back upstairs and get on my computer right quick.
Okay. All right.
Because this phone right here is not working for me at all.
Right.
At all. Y'all can see.
Yeah, I'll be here, man. I'm gonna hang out for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
You know, ain't nothing pressing. Just kicking it. Hey, Miss Geraldine, how you doing? Yeah, so we just kicking it. Just casual. Like I don't have a specific topic. I just wanted to jump in and hang out with y'all for a few minutes before I have to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to talk about a few things, like what the channel is doing, how we growing. Talk about some of these Knicks. Talk about some future. We don't really get a chance to talk about stuff like the future of this organization. Like we don't get the chance to talk about is Tibbs going to be here for the next 4 seasons? We don't get a chance to talk about Kemba Walker's long-term impact on the Knicks. You know, we don't get to talk about which young stud is gonna lead us into the future. You know, I want to talk about that a little bit. Just for a little bit, like DSJ was good. DSJ, who do you think is going to be the young stud that leads us into the future? Which young stud do you think is going to lead us into the 2025, 2026, 2027 seasons? Is he on the roster yet? Yeah. Juju 92, what's good? What's good? Michael Hansen says, "Hey, shout out Mike Hansen. You think Quickly is going to be the guy that leads us into the future?" Pudge Nice, what's good? DSJ says, Delano Steele Delano Steele. DSJ, you lead us into the future. Let me see. I got a tech issue happening with Twitch. Twitch is not wanting to cooperate. So DSJ says Miles McBride seems to have the advantage right now. You think so? I ain't seen Miles McBride do nothing yet. I'm not trying to be arrogant about it, but what I will say is when I make my determination, I'd like to see some type of evidence first. I like to see evidence first before I make my assumptions. So Anthony, is it Racinos? Anthony Racinos? I think that's how we say it. But I would say, let me see here.
If you can hear me,
yes,
my communications is not what it needs to be right now.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey man, I'm just hanging out, bro. That's all.
Let me get on.
It ain't a big thing. I guess we're doing a show after the show. Big thing. I guess we're doing a show after. You all right over there, G-Man? Oh, G-Man froze up on us. So G-Man is having tech issues. So what young guy is going to lead us into the future? Julius Randle is at that prime age where he's going to take some steps, but he's going to need some help, right? Right now, Julius Randle is the leader of the team, but we know all stars need star support, right? Jamie Peralta says Grimes, McBride, and Quickly. So DSJ says we're only speaking about future prospects based on what we saw in the summer league. Miles McBride had the advantage. Not saying he's a lot, but it already has impressed. Yeah, oh. I could see where you're coming from. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I'm not knocking what you said. I was saying my opinion is I need to see more from Miles McBride before. Give you an example. I think Quickly is legit.
Right. Facts.
I think Quickly is legit.
Proven. He's proven.
Right. Michael Hansen says Zion.
Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
Yeah. Steph-Adon, what's good? Adele Chapman, what's good? Good to see you, boss. So we just hanging out. Ain't no real pressing thing, man. I don't have no topics. I ain't got no smoke. You know what I'm saying? No rap, no holla. You know, I'm just hanging out, just hanging out for a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? With our people, giving them a chance to ask questions. It's kind of like an after party. That's all.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? That's all, everybody. We just Man, I think I'm thirsty. I need to get something to wet these vocal cords because that sounds scratchy. G-Man.
Look, a little bit. You need to get you some herbal tea or something that from vocal cords. You know what I'm saying?
G-Man, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get out of the way real quick just to get something to drink, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Obi Toppin might be the next Sean Kemp.
And see, this is what Freezie do to me, right? He knows how I feel about Mr. Obi Toppin. But this is what I'm gonna do. In the chat, anybody that have seen me on any live that I've ever been on, you know how I feel about Obi Toppin. So what I'm gonna ask the chat is this: what do you think the chances are that Obi, let's say he comes into his own this season? If you feel, chat, tell me what you feel about Obi Toppin right now. That's what I want to hear about. The people in the building right now, let me know what you feel about one Mr. Obi Toppin. It ain't about what G-Man's opinion is, because you know how G-Man feel about Obi Toppin. What I'm asking you is this: how do you feel about Obi Toppin?
G-Man, I'm gonna throw this out there, and I know you ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I feel like you've known me long enough to respect my opinion, and you know when I throw live grenades, and you also know when I'm speaking to you from a point of thought.
No doubt,
right?
No doubt. Yes.
And so here's the thing with Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp was just an exceptional athlete, a big guy he was a run jump athlete. He didn't have a 3-point shot. He didn't have a mid-range. He didn't have a floater. He didn't have handles.
Right.
But you know what he had? The same thing that Obi Toppin has. Size, hustle, energy, hops, athleticism. Right?
Right.
But do you know when Sean Kemp, I'm gonna just ask you this. Do you know when Sean Kemp got in his bag?
I'm gonna say year 3.
You know what coincided with year 3?
What was that?
The Seattle Supersonics drafted a big point guard known for all-world defense that couldn't shoot.
Gary Payton. Gary Payton.
Right. When the Seattle Supersonics acquired a big physical point guard that may have been the greatest perimeter defender or greatest guard defender of his generation. Yes. Yeah, of all time, maybe. And his nickname was the Glove.
Glove. Come on.
He was tighter on you than a hand in a glove.
Come on now.
Right?
Stop playing.
But what happened was that defensive specialist, lockdown guy that couldn't shoot, forced guards to miss shots. He would get the rebound and push it and try to throw the ball into the loudspeaker. But he had a run jump athlete that could go get it before he made it to the loudspeaker and throw that thing home.
No.
Yes.
No.
So what I'm telling you, what I'm alluding to is if the Knicks had a big point guard that was a lockdown defender that could make teams miss shots and grab rebounds, and could get an open floor, had good court vision where he could pass it to a run jump athlete.
Different story.
I think you're talking about Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. I think you're talking about Ben Simmons and Obi Toppin.
See, I like the way that you slip. I like the way that you slip Ben Simmons into the conversation. I love that.
Is Kemba Walker a lockdown defender?
No.
Does Kemba Walker have size?
No, he does not.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. Is Kemba Walker a generational defender?
No, that's not his game. But this is where I think that our paths would converge a little bit, right? So based on what we thought we were coming into this situation this year, I believe that the moves that were made are relevant to what we said we wanted to do. And when I say we, and I may be a little bit delusional, right? But when I say we as Knicks fans and the Knicks organization, based upon who we drafted, who we went out and got in free agency, there's a plan, right? So regardless of who comes available in free agency, I don't think the Knicks are gonna waver from their path unless it's something that fits into the scheme of what we got going on right now. So when we're talking about a Kemba Walker, is he a lockdown defender? No. But what did we clamor for last year? We need shooters. We need shooters. And that is where we went and got. So
right.
I don't know. I don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Because people are gonna watch this pod, way after tonight. I'm telling you right now. Mr. Ben Simmons, I will tell you this. You are great in your own right, right? But for right now, what the New York Knicks are looking for and what we're trying to put together, I just don't think that's a fit. Honestly, I don't think it's a good fit. We're looking for shooters. That has never been your your highlight, right? No
Okay.
one has ever said
Is Drew Holiday a great shooter?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But he was the championship. He was a point guard of a championship winning team.
He was, but you got to understand.
Well, is Rajon Rondo a good shooter?
He's a streak shooter.
No. Yeah, he's
a streak shooter.
Yeah, he's terrible. Yeah, but he does get hot occasionally.
Yeah, okay, streak shooter. So when we're talking about Drew Holiday, you got to look at the pieces that's around Drew Holiday. Does Drew Holiday necessarily have to shoot the three from a high percentage when you got a Giannis on your team?
Is Giannis a good 3-point shooter?
No, absolutely not.
Right.
No.
So my question is, I just compared the last two NBA champs at point guard.
Right.
Drew Holiday won a championship this past season at point guard. He's not a good shooter, not a great shooter from three.
Right.
Rajon Rondo, Dennis Schroeder was a combination. Before that, are they great 3-point shooters?
No.
And then before that, Kyle Lowry. Was Kyle Lowry a great 3-point shooter?
No.
So and what I'm saying is that at point guard, you don't necessarily need great 3-point shooting.
You don't.
What you need is at point guard. What you need is a player that's gonna make everybody around him better.
So I see where you're going, and you know what? I see the thread, and I see you pulling me in. I see this, right? I see it going on, ladies and gentlemen. If Freezie got the thread, he pulling me in. So I'm gonna ask you this: do you believe that Ben Simmons made everyone around him better?
Yes, except for one person.
And who would that person be? And I think I know who you're going to say. Right. Who would that person be?
Joel Embiid.
So do you think that the disconnect between the point guard and the five was personal?
Yes. Because teams okay. So I liken it to the class of privates that I came in with, right?
Right.
My class of privates that I came in with, right?
I'm with you.
We all came in together. Everybody had different personalities, mental skill sets, mental makeups, physical makeups, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to set myself apart from them, right? I am, and I know sometimes this rubs people the wrong way, and I don't do it intentionally. Like I can grind on people, but I don't do it intentionally. I have a semi-alpha mentality because I'm goal oriented. There are certain things that I want to do, and if you're not helping me get there, I really don't have patience. And I should,
makes sense,
but I don't. And that's a character flaw. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying that's a character flaw on my back. That's one of my character flaws, right? So when I came in with that group, guys were like, "Man, how much we getting paid? It's hot out here. They was talking all this stuff, and I was like, man, I don't nobody care about. We don't care about none of that stuff, man. We want to be the best we can be, and y'all worried about stupid stuff, stupid privates. We all 18, right? Think about we all 18, 19. Occasionally
19 years old.
Yeah. Occasionally you'll get somebody who joined who was in their 20s, but for the most part, 18, 19.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, I felt like I had to corral them because they were like a litter of kittens. Before you know it, one of them stuck in the toilet, another one stuck in a laundry basket. You know what I'm saying? Well, you like, yo, how you get the sink? So you got to corral all these, corral all these kittens and bring them together, right? And so it's the same. It's the same with Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is like, yo, we can win a championship if y'all get on my back. Let me carry y'all. Ben Simmons is a pass first point guard that wants to move the ball. You got one that wants to dominate the ball, and then the other that wants everybody to touch it. So their mentalities from go are, it's like drones versus infantry, right? Drones is find me the target. I'm gonna lock on it and destroy it. The infantry, the infantry is like, yo, the infantry's gonna be broken down into part, mechanized infantry, foot soldiers, you know what I'm saying? All these different things, and they're like, we're gonna work together as a team to to accomplish the mission. You got moving parts on one and one locked in on the other. And that's what, because Ben Simmons is a pass first, team oriented player, right? Joel Embiid is a classic big man who feels like he can dominate the game from the pivot.
From the five, yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so Ben Simmons wants to create long shots, get out and run and get others involved. Joel Embiid wants to walk it up the floor and get his post position and go ISO, against, the other team's big, because he can dominate the other team's big, and he's proven it. And what I'm saying to you is, I think both can be right.
I agree. From my standpoint, I think it depends on the position or the scheme that the offense is running through, right?
Right.
So if you bring in a Ben Simmons, what you just told me, as every other player on the team, is we're about to run, and
yes,
and Ben is about to be that guy that's going to be that lockdown defender at the point guard position, right?
Yep.
But he's going to get everyone else on the team involved. That's what that means to me. But the messaging of the team coming into the season was, we need shooters. So that's not what Ben is known for, which is why we got a Kemba. So
well, who's going to get the ball to your shooters? Who's going to get the ball to your shooters?
So in my mind, Kemba's bringing the ball up court, and he's a distributor. He's going to get the ball to Fournier, RJ, Randall, or Mitch. That's his job. So if he can't do that, then somebody in the front office is about to get crucified. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
They're about to get
crucified. Kemba Walker is, to your point though, just want to throw some stats out there. Kemba Walker is a 5 assists per game point guard. Right? He's a score first point guard that generally gets about 5 assists a game. Ben Simmons is a playmaking point guard that averages about 7 assists a game.
Okay. I'm assist, and I'm gonna raise the environment, right? So when you come into the New York Knicks environment, we're gonna have to have a conversation.
Right. G-Man, you freezing.
When Freezie comes into into your new unit, when you come in to see the first sergeant, I'm gonna sit you down and I'm saying, look, Freezie, check this out. I understand, what the repertoire is and where you came from and what you got going on, right? I get all of that. I understand your greatness. I applaud your greatness. But check this out. Here, this is what we're doing. Now, if you get bored with what we're doing right now, I can call S1 and get with their department and get you someplace else that you can thrive and you can be successful. You know what I'm saying? That's and that's how I look at when we're talking about bringing a Kimba, a Fournier in here, and these guys have an aspect of where they want to go, what they want to do in the upcoming season. AD, what's good, brother?
G-Man for life. What's going on? Uncle Freezie, what's up?
Sir.
Salute to everyone in the chat. G-Man, why do you do this with Freezie, with his one-man march for Ben Simmons? Why do you do this? You know he's gonna get it. He's gonna get him here to New York one way or the other. You know, he's gonna drag Ben. He's gonna drag Ben here one way or the other.
Right. Yep.
So listen. My guy, Danny, what's good, my brother? Salute.
Sergeant,
hey,
salute.
You guys gotta forgive me. I'm probably lagging all over the place. I'm in this hotel on this Wi-Fi. It's garbage. But hey, I'm gonna tell you this, AD. To your point, it's about this, right? I believe that in my heart of hearts, I believe Freezie is on the path to righteousness. He just wants you to go through a little bit of roughage to get you there. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to understand what your points are, why you made the points, and if you can substantiate those points, then you're able to speak about those things far beyond whatever goes on. I believe that. But no, the fact. Oh my goodness, you got GI up in here. What is really going on right now? We about to start?
You had your time slot already. I'm trying to figure out why you're trying to hog time on the network.
This is crazy.
Oh my goodness.
So this is why. Because if I'm on, then I expect for GI to be on, and here you are. See how that happens?
Ben.
Look, I don't need for Uncle Freezie to tell me what to think and how to think and what to expect out of me. What in the French Foreign Legion is this? Look, Uncle Freezie.
Yes, sir.
You've been dancing around this question here, okay? And
what's the question?
You're a man that's 6'6" of whatever, whatever, okay? And I'm gonna need you to stop dancing around this. What would you trade? Who would you trade for Ben Simmons? Please tell us all.
He came on. He asked my question as soon as I came on. That's exactly the question I need answer. For 2 days now, I've been trying to get that answer. While Freezie pushing this narrative.
Bim.
Don't worry, G-Man. I'm gonna handle you later. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna handle you later.
Hold on. I'm not gonna be handled. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So if you talk that tough talk. Listen, if you want to smoke, we can get the smoke. But let's get.
He already told you last night he wanted to smoke. Are you paying attention?
Hold up. When your elder speaking, hold on. When your elder speaking, guess what needs to happen? Be seen, not heard.
I don't got time for. I don't got time for the nonsense.
Ain't nobody scared of you, old man.
Go ahead. So I'm not a ghost. I don't expect you to be scared.
But you know what? This is what happened every time that question come up. Answer the question, Freezie. So who you trading and whose spot he taking?
So first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming on tonight. It looks like
there we go. Here come the shucking and the jiving.
No,
go ahead. Buy some time.
He goes into his Fred Flintstone, sweeping the ball down the alley with the twinkle toes.
Gangster. Gangster. I've been trying to get this answer for 2 whole days. I've been trying to get this answer.
Yes.
But he wants us to discuss it. Discuss.
That's what he want us to make the like. He want, dude. I'm not even buying it. It's shenanigans, bro.
He said shenanigans.
Nobody want no non-shooting ass Ben Simmons. Like he's just not gonna get traded for. It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap.
I don't understand when you come.
We need shooting from the spots that he will occupy. He's not coming here.
Okay. I want JJ Redick.
He'd be much better. He'd be a much better addition because he fulfills a need we need.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're like, oh, Rim. Oh, let's pick up Ben Simmons. Like, yay, more people to clog the paint. Let's do it.
Yeah. Y'all want to pick up JJ Redick. Y'all really trying to play with RJ minutes, huh?
Stop playing. Stop playing.
Nah, man, that ain't what we. Nah, that ain't. What
and it's not even because I'm mad at losing RJ. I like RJ, but like I'll lose him for somebody that's actually going to be purposeful to lose him for. Like that's.
So,
what?
Who are we willing to give up?
If he could shoot, I'd give up RJ for him. If he could shoot,
but he can't. So
and Cats was so mad at Elf. Like Cats was so mad at Elf, but really because he couldn't shoot. Like y'all want to replace, like y'all just want somebody else to be mad at because that's all y'all signing up for.
Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. So
come playoff time. And then the same fans that was on some like that's on Randall's nuts over one bad playoff performance, like the first playoff joint that he made, and they the same fans jumping on Ben Simmons' job, and that dude has been a playoff dub every time he. I don't got time for this nonsense today, yo. I really don't have time, but I'm gonna make it. I'm make time for it today. I'm gonna make time for it.
He been a playoff what? Would you say he been a playoff what?
But what? Wash, bro. He get
so your team missed the playoffs for a gazillion years, not making the playoffs, and you gonna criticize a dude that makes the playoffs? Bro, you gotta be
no, I'm not that. See. Hold on, relax. You obviously didn't listen to the full context of what I was saying. I said the same fans that killed Randall for his one playoff appearance where he failed, riding the nuts of Ben Simmons that fails every time he gets there.
Yeah, but I'm not those fans. I never said that. I'm not in that group. I'm not.
Come on, son. Somebody give me an amen. Somebody give me an amen, because I know I'm right.
It was my comments. You know you get an amen from me.
You know you don't deserve no amen for that. You stay in.
Come on, church. Somebody say amen. I know somebody listening to me.
Listen, I'm making a mistake Freezie wants y'all to make. He has not addressed who he would trade for Ben.
Still, dude, I'm not. I'm definitely wise to the. I'm hip to the game. I know how he run it.
I just think Freaky wrong. That's all.
Wrong about what? You ain't even say who it is yet.
I'll give them
You're wrong for accusing us of hating on Julius Randle in the playoffs.
Are you serious? Do you listen to? Do you see Knicks fan threads?
But you can't generalize everybody. I'm not in that group that criticized Julius Randle. I defended Randle the whole time. You can't lump all of us.
Okay, Freezie. I take it back. I apologize. You okay?
Right. And so my thing is this: you have to be practical. So if you trade for Ben Simmons before the season, you can only trade people that have been on contract since last season, right?
Yeah.
So because you can't trade the new guys, any of them, until December 15th, right?
Right.
So if we're talking about trading the guys, then you have to look at, do you include Emmanuel quickly, right? And do you include Knox? I don't include Obi because if we can get Ben Simmons for Emmanuel quickly and Knox, cool. Let's do it. And some draft picks. Right. That's
okay. Okay. You know what? If we could get it for that trash, for that trash of a haul, Merry Christmas, and that's dope. That's a good deal. Right. However, I think that's preposterous to think that we're going to do that without losing somebody like RJ. I'm just saying.
You're not giving up RJ Barrett in the Ben Simmons deal. I'm not giving up. I don't want to give up RJ Barrett in the Ben Simmons deal.
No, I want to give up either. No way.
If we could trade a bunch of trash and some picks, cool. I mean, not that I think that IQ is trash, but like I definitely would trade IQ for Ben.
But he's not proven. But he's not proven yet. That's the thing. You trade. You could trade unproven assets to get Ben Simmons. But Free Keith, this is what I'm telling you. There was another point guard, an all-time great, right? And played point guard with a guy named Sean Kemp. They said he couldn't shoot, right? But I'm
not mad that don't get it twisted. I'm not mad that he can't shoot.
Ben Simmons is a Gary Payton type point guard, and in today's NBA, when you have guys that can shoot, if you don't have a guy that can shoot, at the very minimum, you can go get a guy that stops the other guys from shooting.
Gangster. I'm not mad that Ben Simmons can't shoot.
Right now,
I know. I'm not mad that he can't shoot. I think he's a great player. I think he's a top 15 to 20 player in the NBA. I definitely think he's a great player. But I also don't think that every star is a fit every place. Our team has a certain makeup, and we need certain things.
Right.
Now, the positions that he will have to occupy, he can't really give us the prime things that we need from those positions. We already got cats who are great in the paint. We have that in RJ and we have that in Randall. What you're doing when you bring on Ben to that equation is now you have to change the formulation of the team. Either RJ or Randall now has to primarily become a perimeter player. Like you're changing the dynamics of the team, bro, just to accommodate Ben. No, I'm not for that.
Bro. But what you
I'm not for that, bro. He's not going to work out here. He needs to go someplace where they already got their shooters established. They already got a bomb perimeter presence. That's where he needs to go, and he will flourish.
But you're missing the point, though, bro. The Knicks were second last year in the league in 3-point shooting.
No, in percentage, in our makes, in the percentage of our takes to makes. We didn't.
Well, that's the point that I'm getting at. The point that I'm getting at in Tom Thibodeau's offense, he creates a system where 3-point shooters get open looks, right? And so what you did by having Elfrid Payton lead
feels like the right fit.
Is upgraded the shooting with Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier.
Yep.
So how do you say that the Knicks?
So whose spot is he taking? Whose spot is Ben Simmons taking?
What do you mean?
There's only 5 people that can play on the court at any given time. So I'm assuming Ben is going to start. He makes starting money. Whose spot is he taking?
It depends on what you want.
Exactly, bro. Like he can't take one of the shooter spots. He can't. We can't have him take one of the shooter spots.
No, he can't.
He doesn't shoot well enough, and we need shooting, bro. It's a wrap, my guy. It just logically doesn't make sense. We're not picking up Ben, my guy. He's not the star.
It makes too much, bro. It makes.
He's not the star we need unless he's gonna play on the second unit, and he's not gonna do that. All y'all wanted what you want to do is create a headache for Tibbs, man, because that's all that joint would be.
Talent is a headache.
It's not that talent and the emotions behind that talent. Like I don't relish picking up Ben right now, bro. I don't relish that. I really I love the material of what we got going on in our team. I like the chemistry. I like how cats are aligned mentally. I feel kind of shaky about Ben in terms of that dynamic. I just don't. We're trying to fit a round hole into a square peg, bro. Like right. I mean, a round peg into a square hole is just not going to do it.
Right.
He's not the fit. I dig what you're saying, like, but he's not the fit. If we could put him on the second unit, man, that would be golden. He's not doing that. So where's he going on the first unit? He's going to take a spot. He's going to take a spot from a guy who can shoot better than him, and we need that shooting. We got enough cats who operate well in the paint.
What if you put him at the center position?
That's a whole different lineup, and Tibbs ain't running no small ball lineup like that.
Well, I would say
I'd like to see that. I would love to see that.
I would love to see Ben Simmons at point He averaged 7 assists for his career from the point.
He can do that. He can do that. He can do that from the 4 or the 3. He don't have to be the point to do that.
I'm here to tell you, in today's NBA, it's positionless.
Yeah, this is what I'm telling you. He can do that from the 4 or the 3. Luka is a point forward.
Today's NBA is about scoring the basketball too.
Yeah, and it's about stopping other teams from scoring the basketball too.
He's an excellent defender. I think you're thinking that I think that he's a bad player. I actually think that Ben is a top flight player. In the other situation, I can see other scenarios where he would be perfect for and blow. Bro. It's just our particular team makeup right now. RJ flourishes in the paint. Randall flourishes in the paint. Mitch is going to occupy the paint. Like okay, so we're gonna bring Ben in, who's a great player, but that's another player in the paint mix. We need people to push open the actual paint, bro.
He doesn't create space.
He's not creating. He passes great. He's great in the open court. But like my guy, Gangster, like when it comes down to it, like we need the perimeter help. More that we have the guys that operate in the paint, and we need cats to open up the paint for them. He's gonna come and take away a position from one of the paint openers.
Wait a minute.
That's all that's gonna happen.
So let me clarify something real quick. My bad, Chuck. Let me say this real quick, Chuck, and then I'll get out of the way. So first of all, Ben Simmons is more effective at the basket than RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett gets to the basket.
Okay, so we taking RJ. We taking RJ out. So you're saying so you're taking RJ out.
That's not what I said.
Who's coming out? See, you're not telling. Come on, man. You're not being square. You're not being square. Who's coming out?
Because you're not letting me finish my point.
It's gonna be more the center position. I think is gonna come out more, not the other guys.
So what my point?
So Mitch is gonna come out. Mitch is gonna come out for Ben.
Probably Mitch before Randall or anybody or Barrett. So
the center, our top flight defensive center, the center, the actual core of our defense, he's going to come out for a guy that doesn't play the center position. Wow, man. Yeah.
But he's not saying, Danny's not saying that do that full time. It's when you have positionless.
No, but these are the starters. He's going to want to start. Who's starting?
He deserves to start. He's all.
Yes, you're 100% right. He deserves to start. Who's going out of the starting line?
Who's the starting lineup? Randall, Robinson. Who else? You put
RJ, Kemba, and Evan. RJ, Evan, Kemba, Mitch, and Randall.
I think Fournier is have to come off the bench.
Fournier is coming off Fournier is coming off. So we're going to take away one of the perimeter cats, one of the perimeter shooters, one of the exceptional perimeter shooters to put on Ben, and that's going to work in that mix with him. With already space needing to be created for RJ and Randall.
Your offense gonna be in big trouble with that start line.
Right.
Come on, man. Y'all bugging out. You're not thinking logically, man.
Bro, you missing.
You're not thinking logically, big bro.
You missing it, bro. Because for one, 3-point shooting is not the only way that you create space on the floor.
Okay, cool, true. Okay, I agree with you. All right.
Right. So to say that the taking away 3-point shooting is a detriment. Secondly, Tibbs' offense operates inside.
Hold on, Uncle Freezie. Somebody got some bad feedback going on there, and it's distorting everything everybody's saying.
Yeah. Hey, Freaky, you got a TV in the background?
Okay,
hey, Freaky,
go ahead.
Can you hear me?
It's gone.
Okay.
I don't hear it.
All right. So here's the thing. So secondly, Tibbs's offense operates from inside out, right? So the reason why we get the good looks that we get from the 3-point line is because we attack defenses by getting a ball handler with 2 feet in the paint. And you hear Tibbs say that just about in every press conference. We penetrate defense, get 2 feet in the paint with the ball handler. That creates open looks. Because y'all never saw Reggie Bullock sauce nobody up and shoot a three. You never saw RJ Barrett sauce anybody up and shoot a three. They were spot up shooters. They got spot up threes because the ball handler could break down the defense, get 2 feet in the paint, collapse the defense, and kick out to a shooter. Ben Simmons is excellent at that, right?
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Uncle Freezie.
Let me just say this real quick though. Just let me finish.
Okay.
So
who's the starting lineup, Freezie?
So here's the thing. If we had a big banging power forward that couldn't shoot, then I would say okay. But Julius Randle shot 41% from three.
So you're making Julius Randle so he's going to be primarily a perimeter player. So what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is you diversify your offense where teams can't game plan to double team Julius Randle every night.
No, I mean that's fine. Evan and Kemba do that right now. Kemba got to get double teamed. Got to.
Okay.
Evan may have to get double teamed too. Got to.
Yeah.
Bro, they do that. They do that right now.
Exactly.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying, Freezie. And this is the point that I think everybody's kind of skirting around this. Okay. In order for you to bring in a Ben Simmons, it's gonna cost you a lot, right?
It's gonna hurt, bro. It's gonna hurt.
Yes.
And from that starting lineup, let's call a spade a spade. You would have to remove RJ Barrett
It's not or. It's going to be both.
Or your second team All NBA power forward.
And in this scenario, Mitch is not even going to be an option because Embiid is there. Like they don't need no Mitch.
You have to make the 35 million.
So it's going to be somebody from the starting line. Somebody from the starting unit is going to have to go. At least one of them in a trade for Ben Simmons. Who's it going to be?
Who would it be?
And it can't be Evan and it can't be Kemba because they can't get traded till December.
Right, Freezie?
Yes.
Right.
And if you brought him in here, remember, his best position is point guard. You got Kemba still here in your starting lineup. You hope.
Right.
What's Kemba gonna do? You gonna all of a sudden play Kemba in a quasi off guard kind of role?
No.
I mean, I can see Kemba playing a little bit of off guard, Joe. Like
a little bit, not a lot.
You gotta
give ball handlers a break.
No, I could see that as well, but I'm saying is that remember Ben functions as the primary ball handler.
Regardless of what position he's occupying.
Regardless of what position he's occupying. And we saw last year Randall's usage rate was off the chart. More than half of that reason is because he handles the ball a lot.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
So just want to speak to a fact right here. Julius Randle's usage rate was not off the charts. Julius Randle ranked 30th in the NBA in usage rate.
30th?
Okay. 30th out of what? Out of how many players? 450
right.
out of your top players.
And
you see what I'm saying? Out of your top players, that's a lot. That's still a lot.
We also play at a very slow pace.
And we play at a slow pace.
Right, but usage rate is a percentage. It's not. It don't count for.
Right, and we have low percentage of possessions compared to other teams.
Emmanuel quickly had a higher usage rate.
You couldn't bring a player like that in, Freezie, without ejecting one of your top 3 ball handlers.
That is my point 100%. If you can give me Ben Simmons for IQ and Knox, Merry Christmas. I'll take it. IQ, Knox, and some picks. But like y'all constantly trying to trade stars for trash. Like
if you told me you were moving Ben Simmons and RJ was the centerpiece in that deal, absolutely I'm making that trade. He's a better player than RJ is today.
And the fact you just documented it quickly has a higher usage rate. That lets you know quickly's game flaws. All he could do with the ball in his hand is shoot it. That's it.
But I think
quickly showed some PG, some PG during the summer league. So I'll give him that.
I'm just talking about the stats from
Can I
last
jump
year.
in real quick? And I'll let everybody go cook. If we're looking at this logically, it's going to be Randall and RJ being traded for Ben Simmons.
No,
because you have to make the $35 million. You can shake your head all you want. It has to match.
I know that's
Like
a match.
we're not under the cap where we can absorb the contract.
Yep,
Randall
that's true
makes
too.
$19.8 million.
Well, he can't be traded right now.
Wait, no, that's for this year. His new contract doesn't start until next year. He's still making almost $20 million this year. So it's Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, because he's the next highest paid player at 8.9 or 8.8 million. So that's already 30. It's either going to be it's definitely going to be Knox because he makes 5.6, and then you can add picks, or it's going to be Obi because he makes like 5.8, and it's going to be picks. But if you're trading Julius Randle, then you can't trade Obi Toppin in that trade. Obi becomes the starter. Ben Simmons plays a small forward, and you move on from there.
Let me ask, who's willing to do a deal right now, Ben Simmons, where Julius is the centerpiece going back in that deal? Who's willing to do that deal?
No one's willing to do that.
I don't want to do that.
Nobody. Anybody willing to do that would be fired from their job in the front office.
Exactly.
Like
no one else is making $20 million out of the six.
No, I feel you on that.
Guys that are still on, 6 guys that are available for trade. Knox is making about almost 6. Obi's making almost 6. Quickly's only making not even $3 million.
I think it'll be a grouping of all of those cats plus some picks to make up the bread before Randall goes.
I tell you one thing though. If that was the case, if that what we were doing, your team would be better balanced going forward. Because why? Now you would have your overall number 1 pick from last year as your starting power forward. He's not just bench fodder anymore. You see what
Whatever.
I'm saying?
I'm not trading Randall to make a 24-year-old friggin' sophomore. What you call it? The face of the team when I have a budding all-star most improved player. They got bugging out.
Okay, so that takes Ben Simmons completely off the table. I don't.
Which I said. That's what I'm saying. Like Ben Simmons is a good player, but he doesn't fit our squad, bro.
Okay, but hold on.
We gotta change. We gotta change way too much to make it a comfortable situation for Ben to be successful.
Okay, but hold on a second, though, Free Keith. Any trade, if we're going along the lines thinking that the Knicks are waiting to pull a deal, right?
I don't think so.
No. Let's just hypothetically say the Knicks are waiting to pull a deal for a star. Okay? Any star that they're gonna trade for, it starts with Randall's contract. Anybody.
Right.
It starts with he's the highest paid player. Right. It starts with his contract.
True story. He's the highest paid player. But I also feel like they're like, as much as cats don't want to admit it, like these players were brought on to actually help him. This is his team. I don't see him getting traded like before the season in a lateral move for another star. If a trade is being made for a star, it's going to be to add to him.
Right.
So they'll make up his $20 million among like all the schlubs on the second unit. Like, then if one Randall equal like a Knox, a Quickly, a Obi, and a what you call it, like that's what's going to happen. Randall's not going nowhere, man. Like that's a pipe dream.
I agree with you, Keith. Like if any trade happens, if any trade happens, it'll happen in December before the trade deadline.
I said, me too. That's what I feel too. And I honestly think that Nerlens and Evan are trade bait.
Okay.
For the mere fact that we are talking about that they are building this team around Randall, and we're looking at Randall as one of the top flight stars in this game. Come on, guys. Come on now. We got to do better.
What? Like, he's not going anywhere. They're going to bring guys on to play with him.
Yeah, but Randall's not that. He's not that nice. He's not that nice for me to think that. Well, if Portland calls me and wants to move Dame in that, and I could move Randall in that, I'm
going to move Randall for Dame. Like I love Dame, but again, like all you're trying to do is create Portland East, bro. Like. Dame would want to play with Randall.
Hey, so Emmanuel quickly didn't have a higher usage rate than Julius Randle. So I was wrong on that. My bad.
Where'd you go?
Pops in with these. So Emmanuel quickly did not have a higher usage rate than Julius Randle.
I didn't even listen to him when he said that nonsense. Like how the cat playing like 11 minutes a game? 15 minutes a game got more usage rate than the guy playing 37.
Oh, it's close. It's closer than what you think now. Don't get it twisted.
I feel you, but
then what the heck is what the heck is a usage rate barometer?
Exactly. That's why those stats is bummy stupid. Like if I'm playing damn near 40 minutes a night, my usage rates compared to somebody playing 15 minutes is like, dude, like that. I'll piss all over that. Like that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Utterly
ridiculous. While you're in the game, it's what you're doing with the ball while you're in the game. It's relevant. It makes sense.
Right. That's why it's.
I got more. Whatever the case is, in 40 minutes, I got more than whatever any guy has got in 15 minutes. Like I've used the ball for more than 15 minutes of time in 40 minutes.
So what I was getting at with the Ben Simmons thing is this.
That's not how it's registered. That's not how it's.
They're not going to trade with us anyway. I don't think.
Right.
So trade with us.
And so the thing is not that we have to go out and get Ben Simmons. What I'm saying is Knicks fans have this perception that Ben Simmons is garbage.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
no, we don't.
Yes,
you think you're disrespecting the intelligence of Knicks fans. Like it's a nuanced conversation.
Not all Knicks fans. Not all, and you're absolutely right. Not all Knicks fans. But when I read the chat, bro, if you'd be surprised to see how many Knicks fans come into this chat and type that Ben Simmons is trash.
Freezie, are you not leery about a 6 foot? I mentioned this yesterday about a 6'10" man under the rim in a pivotal game with Trae Young. Trae Young is not guarding me under the rim. Okay, I'm almost twice his age. He's not guarding me today under the rim.
Holy smoke!
Okay? Let's just stop that. You're not worried about a man that would pass the ball when if he turns, he can't see Trae Young. If he turns at any maneuver, he knocks Trae Young five rows back.
I totally forgot. He can't shoot free throws. That's the issue. I forgot he can't shoot free throws.
I was about to, I was waiting for y'all to say that. Like, Trae Young will foul him and he'll miss the free throws and lose the game.
Yeah. Well, either way, man. The
like the playoffs.
Maybe he'll get better, right, Freezie?
Right.
He's only 25.
Yeah. The thing I'm saying is. You saw the same thing happen with Jason Kidd and Gary Payton. These dudes came in playing point guard and couldn't shoot, and eventually they got better.
And
it doesn't have to.
Dudes come in and can't shoot.
We don't have time to think about the eventually. Like he obviously hasn't knocked on his door yet. Like he's been in pressure situations. He should have he was in the playoffs last year. Why didn't he work on his shot for this year? Like why is everybody giving him all these excuses? Like Randall's not getting these excuses.
Gary Payton never shot 50%.
Randall's not getting these excuses. So he's supposed to come here. This is another guy that's supposed to come here and maybe he can work out his shot. That's what we're supposed to be doing? No, he has it. When he gets a shot, then we'll get him.
Right. And so, okay. So if you let me to answer that one thing that you said, right? The thing is Derrick Rose shot 33% from three when he was with the Detroit Pistons. He came to New York under Tom Thibodeau and shot 41% from three. Julius Randle shot 29% from three, right? And under Tibbs, he shot 41% from three.
Let's back that up.
RJ
back that up though. Let's back that up though, because actually,
RJ Barrett shot 30% from three, and under Tom Thibodeau, he shot 40% from three.
Then use him and then use RJ and D Rose, because but D Rose came to the team shooting like that. I'm gonna just say that. He came to the team shooting like that. Yes, he did. He came to the team shooting like that. Look at the first game he came and played, bro. He was shooting threes from the first game. So you telling me he was working with Tibbs for months? No. You can't tell. You can't. You're not telling me that.
He shot 33% from three.
As soon as he got touched down on soil, first Knicks game, he was putting up threes, bro. What are you talking about?
All right, I got you.
He wasn't working with Tibbs.
Ben Simmons.
Come on, stop that. I'm not giving Tibbs. I love Tibbs, and I think that he's done a lot, but I'm not giving him the credit for stuff he ain't do. Randall been working on his joint for 9 months before he sat with Tibbs, bro. Come on, man.
Ben Simmons.
I'm not taking a guy hoping that Tibbs could make him a shooter. When we need a shooter, I'm not doing that.
No,
I'm not.
We're not in the position, and we're not in the position to have to do that.
I'm not taking Ben Simmons to be a shooter. What I look at Ben Simmons is he's playing out of position. To me, he's a 4 or he's a 5. On the Knicks, I'm putting him at the 5.
So now you're talking about taking Ben out.
He's the same size as Nerlens Noel, and he's a better rebounder. I put him at the 5.
He made me do it. He forced my hand. There is the data. There's the data right there in front of you. Derrick Rose.
Take that for data.
Derrick Rose was shooting 0 point. He's shooting 2 threes a game, making 0.9 at 33% with the Detroit Pistons. There it is, right there in front of you. And
I didn't discount that. I didn't discount that. What are you saying? I said when he came here. I said when he came here. That's what you said. What are you talking about? Freezie, you sound silly. I said when he came here, he was putting up threes. I didn't say anything about him not being a 33% shooter at Detroit before he got here. All I'm saying is he wasn't with Tibbs before he got here. He came here and started putting up threes. What are you talking about?
That's the point that I mentioned. And you was like, oh, Freezie, what are you saying? You act like he was working with Tibbs.
From the first game? Well, how long did Tibbs have to work with him before his first game here, bro?
So what I'm telling you is
stop it. You sound silly.
It's because you won't let me finish. You keep saying this thing. You dodging what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is it's not what he was doing in Detroit. It was the quality of shots he was getting in Detroit. He gets to New York.
Agreed.
Better looking shots, and he makes them at a higher percentage.
Agreed. But for a cat like Ben, that's not going to make any difference because he's not going to shoot.
But we don't know that.
But you need to put him in. You need to put him in the right position. I think you need to put him. I think him at the 5 and Randall at the 4 is beautiful.
That's what I was saying, Joe.
That you put Ben at the 5.
You know what? I wouldn't even be mad at that. Because you know what? If he's taking Mitch's spot, like that's another cat that operates in the paint. Cool, and he's still a great defensive presence. Merry Christmas. He could take Mitch's spot, but if he takes anybody else's spot, I think it will be a detriment.
The dude on a good night, the dude is a walking triple-double without shooting threes.
These towns will destroy you
until the playoffs, when cats can focus in on the fact that he can't shoot, and then we'll be mad again every playoffs. Man,
that team's too small.
Yeah.
But the thing is, to me is, I do think it's not about just shooting the threes. If he can, it's the free throw line that worries me, and I feel if he can put just the work in at the free throw line, that's where he can still get aggressive. Look at Giannis isn't a great 3-point shooter or a free throw shooter. But he's going to attempt the 3. You're still going to get him. You're still going to get people guarding him at the 3, even though his shot is BS. He will still pull up and take it. That's like, it's not the mates, bro. It's not. That's why I feel Tibbs would get into Ben's mindset, and it's like,
why y'all with all these ifs?
Corner 3. No other.
Y'all look at the history of this cat, and y'all still. Y'all look at the history of these dudes and y'all still paint ifs over everything that they already showing you that they refused to do.
But see, I can't walk away
on a better team at that. On a better team. Y'all I don't like why would he come here and magically now change his whole attitude? Why? Y'all just like so y'all wanna lose all the talent that we lose, all the assets that we have to lose in order to get Ben on these multiple ifs and what you call scenarios. I don't think that's worth it.
Because teams run different systems offensively and defensively.
Okay. Y'all rolling a real big die roll. Right? Real big die.
So the Knicks don't run a post-up 5 offense. The Sixers have a post-up 5 that they run their offense through as their number one option. The Knicks' 5 is not even relevant on offense for us. Right? We run post-up 4, Spanish pick and roll, high pick and roll. That's what we run. Philly runs something different, right? You ain't even seen the best of Ben Simmons without somebody clogging up the paint, posted up, right? Come on, man.
Our perimeter defense, you know what that'll do? Like a guy like he can get a triple double. He's close to a triple double. You can't ignore that.
Right.
So you put him in the right position. He's not a point guard. He needs to be put more inside. He needs mix it in and out, but I think he needs to be played more inside than when Philly use him at the point.
He can be a point guard. I think he can be exceptional. He can be exceptional as a point guard, but he needs to be on a team where if he's the point guard, he's surrounded by 4 shooters.
Yes,
that's what he needs to be. That's what he needs to be. And he'll be a beautiful point guard, and that's a championship team right there. I guarantee you.
And I think we could do putting him at the 5. You use him. I'm not saying he's Jokic, but you use him in that type of role where you have him like passing out of the post.
You know what? I would agree with you there. I would agree with you. That's the only position to which I think that he could occupy that is not a net negative from what we have now based on our current configuration.
Why don't you just play him at point and post up other point guards? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Why hasn't he done it yet? He should be if that's
what I'm saying. Like he doesn't do that though.
He should be averaging 20 in the paint.
But
because he plays with too many people that also occupy the paint.
But he just moved
he's taking minutes from Kemba and Rose too.
So Joe just moved the goalpost. He said play him at center, and then when I said, well, play him at point guard and post him up at point guard, Joe was like, well, you ain't seen it yet. But Joe, you ain't seen him play center yet either.
But to me, that's more feasible. Isn't he like 6'9", 6'10"? I can see and the defense
6'10", 240.
And I've seen him actually defend centers currently. So I'm not like I've seen that happen. I can believe him at that what you call it. And to me, that's fine because like if you're taking Mitch out of it and you're putting a guy like Ben in it. All right, Merry Christmas. I have my reservations, but like in terms of that, it'll be tempered. But I don't see Tibbs running that.
But I could see it. And I'm thinking with Ben too is you push the pace. He'll be fantastic with Obi. With some of these guys, well, no, Obi's probably gone in the deal, but for some of these guys like Harden.
Yo, that deal is gonna hurt, bro. That deal is gonna hurt.
They're not gonna deal with us anyway.
I know it's not gonna happen. I'm not daft. I know it's not gonna happen.
It has to be a 3-team. That's the only way. I know it's not gonna happen. We have nothing Philly wants. Philly wants to win a chip. The only one we have is Randall.
Yeah, we do have. It'll be Randall or it'll be RJ or like that's who they want. Like that's it's
Philly is not trading Ben Simmons 2 hours up the road.
No, not. And I don't think that organizationally we want that headache. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the Rich Paul thing. I forgot about that.
We do not want that. It's too much smoke around that whole situation. Cats do not want that. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
These dudes is really trying to at least give the appearance of squeaky cleanness.
What do you guys eventually think has happened? Do you guys think they can't trade him and he just holds out?
No, I think the teams that want him and they're just holding their breath right now, trying to squeeze Philly's nuts.
Minnesota said they don't want to give up.
Somebody's about to get a really good deal for him. Somebody's about to get a really good deal for him. They dumb. They should have traded him before the. They should have traded him. They should have traded him before the draft.
Right.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Could have gotten
They
more.
should have traded like it would have. They would have had the max value. Now the Cats realize that he already told them that he's not playing for them. Like yo, my hands. I'm putting my hand right back in my pocket. What? Yeah. Say what now?
And that's why I think the Knicks could be a possibility because they could get involved in a 3-team because I think
if we could get him,
team would take him, but they want picks. Like we could throw picks
if we could get him for Knox,
if
we could get him for Knox, IQ,
and picks,
and like 16 picks, then cool. I take.
Yeah, I don't mind giving up the picks. It's RJ. It's RJ. I'm more worried about. Other than that,
yeah, exactly. Like to me, those picks. We have a like between our front office, our head coach, and the talent we got. Them picks to me are ass cheeks. I don't think we're ever going to be in the or not ever, but like
no, they're going to be in the 20s for probably the next 5-6 years.
Y'all can have the hell out of those picks. Take them picks. Take them picks. But I definitely believe in this.
Picks too that are going to be in the 20s. So they can have them
but I look differently at the physical talent we've already acquired. I look at that differently.
Would you see Philly wanting Derrick Rose or Kemba? Or probably Rose more likely?
I don't want to give up Rose.
I don't want. I really. To me, I look at Kemba and Rose as one point guard, yo.
Yeah, that's one. 1-2 punch the point guard. I look at that. I like it.
Like those are insurance for each other.
I wouldn't want to break it. I wouldn't want to break it down. But Philly might want. Look, say we're trying to win a chip. We want one of the experienced point guards in the deal.
Exactly. Like again, like so now I gotta. I'd be cool with that if Ben is cool coming off the bench and running the second unit.
Ben
I would laugh at myself even asking him that, asking his age.
Yeah, right.
Well, the trades that you're talking,
you got a damn near $200 million player coming off the bench.
He's mad. He's not the face of the franchise at Philly. I can't imagine him saying, "Oh yeah, I'll take the bench role."
And he don't even look like the type that like, oh, I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm gonna go to this next team and be like, and be better than I ever was before. He don't look like that. He don't give me that kind of energy, man.
No, he doesn't come off like that. No.
He does not give me that kind of energy, and I feel like it's just gonna be a mental problem for the team, man.
To me, if that kid had a work ethic, like what he does already, if he had the work ethic to develop a jump shot and get better, to me, it'd be a LeBron James level player. But he doesn't have that.
He could be the best player in the league. This has been the thing for years, brother. It's been the thing he could literally, if he worked on just like his very bare deficiencies, he could literally be the best player.
But he does well with the Kardashians.
I guess it is one kind of ball playing.
Yeah.
I would laugh if he gets traded to Minnesota or somewhere. Next thing he starts dropping like 2 or 3 threes a game.
But if that's what it took, then beautiful. Because like Minnesota, I'd much rather him do it there because Minnesota ain't winning nothing no way. So I'd much rather him do it there and like be pleasantly surprised, like oh my bad.
I just hope Philly gets as little as possible because look, we have to deal with Philly I think 4 times or 5 times this year.
Philly played this hand. They played their hand very wrong.
Yeah, they screwed it up. And that's very not like Morey.
Yeah, and I would think for Morey, like he's definitely more savvy than this. Like the dude should have been gone before. Like they should have been able to get like a top 10
deal.
A top 10 pick out of it.
Like he should have pulled it at the Harden deal. Like apparently that deal was supposed to be done, and then he didn't pull it. He pulled it, and then he tells Simmons, "Oh, you're starting point guard." That was the start of it there. Like
Harden ain't want to be there, but Harden ain't want to be there no way though.
Nah, Harden I think then said no, and then went to Brooklyn.
Yeah,
but I think Philly had the chance, and then I think that went downhill from there. And then
they could have got another top 10 draft. They could have got another lottery pick even out of it this year if they would have traded him before the draft. That was dumb. I like that. That was not a smart move to have to go ahead and still have to trade him anyway. Like that's and now
But
everybody
Morey
know
should have
he don't
called
want
the
to be.
Cavs. Morey should have called the Cavs and be like, "Give us the number 3 pick." The Cavs are
Yep.
stupid. They would have done that.
Yep, definitely. He definitely could have definitely got more worth out of this trade. Like now he about to beg to get something comparable.
He's calling around the league. I hear he's calling around the league. I think they called the Celtics. I heard and asked for like Tatum or Brown. Celtics like, yeah, I don't know.
I laugh at him and hang up that phone. I got a couple second
teams
round
aren't
picks.
calling
that I
them.
could
They're
give you
calling
for.
teams.
Stupid.
And you know when the GM starts calling teams, that's the trade valued in the toilet. I don't even know what they're going to get.
Yeah, if you the caller and not the callee, you already operate. You deal making from a negative standpoint.
Oh yeah, you're putting the trade value down the toilet. I don't know. It'll be
If the Knicks are
interesting.
serious, they'll wait till December. If he's not moved by December will be the better time.
I guarantee you, we don't see any more moves of that sort until December.
Yeah, I think Simmons is going to sit out.
I don't think he'll sit out.
You don't think? Philly won't want him back. Imagine him going back into Philly. The Philly crowd want to get rid of him.
Oh, true story. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that crowd is rough down there. They're like New York. They're like us. When they don't like you, they let you know about it. And I don't think they'll want him back.
Yeah.
So I used to live in Philly. I told Ben Simmons a long time ago. They used to be like, "You don't know what you're talking about." I told him.
People been saying that he was going to have to get traded. People been saying that from his first playoff like dubs. Like, but Randall is the most hated.
I'm trying to think. The Kings too might be somewhere to go, but I don't know. Would they give up Fox?
Would you?
They made the offer.
The Kings is an organization that has nothing to lose. Nobody comes to them, so they'd be a team that wouldn't mind swinging for the fences.
I don't think the 76ers is looking to look out for Ben either.
They
don't care. They want to get the best. They don't care about him. I think Clutch is trying to get the deal done. Is trying to get him to get somewhere, but Philly aren't going to do that. Philly's going to trade him anywhere they want.
Guys, they made the offer. They wanted to put Simmons and Halliburton in the backcourt together.
Oh, they did? Offered Fox.
Yep, and Philly turned it down, and now
so it's probably Fox, Buddy Hield picks.
Yep. And now now they're gonna get dude. They're gonna be teams is about to squeeze them. Their team's about to squeeze them. They better hurry up and take that offer.
The Kings said they're gonna wait now and see. Man, wait and see now.
I think Ben said he wouldn't mind the Kings either. I think it's on his list. I think he just wants California.
Yeah, he just wants to be out west by the Kardashians.
Yeah. My God,
they
need to stay away from NBA. They ruined. Who else did they ruin? Humphreys and
that alone. I don't want him on our team, man. Yo, man, like we got a very focused squad. I don't know if y'all really realize that.
Yeah, you don't want that broad.
Really uber focused, man. It's a very delicate kind of balance, and I like. All talent ain't good talent.
Yeah, but sometimes you're like,
dang, what happened to Joe?
What happened to Joe?
I don't know.
Worked out.
Yeah.
How you doing, Uncle Frizz? This your show tonight. What's up? What you want to talk about? This your show.
Oh no, I thought this was the takeover.
Nah, you came and took his joint over, yo.
I ain't worried. I ain't worried about that.
It's love, Freeze.
I got a dude making me an ether beat.
They ain't let Chuck speak. Hey, Chuck, what's going on, Chuck? What you think about?
All good. I got a chance to get what I wanted to get off my chest as far as, like, we're not going to be able to trade for Ben Simmons right now, even if we wanted to, unless we're talking about giving up RJ, Randall, and some young guys, because the money has to match. Now, if they want to do this in December, I think it's an easier pill to swallow, because then you can add some of the newer contracts, like the Alec Burks, the Noel, whoever else they may want. Maybe they want one of the veteran point guards, and you add some picks like that. But as of right now, I don't think we should make that move because I don't want to trade Randall and RJ right now.
No.
Yo,
not for Simmons. Not at all for Simmons. Yeah, like everybody's got a price. You know what I'm saying? There's always a deal that can make your what you call it better, but that Simmons ain't it, bro. That's not the deal that's making Randall making it look good to trade Randall. Not at all. These front officers look like clowns. I have another question for y'all. Where do you guys see Philly now if they don't trade Simmons and Simmons sits out? Where do you see them?
In big trouble.
Yeah. They can't let it get to that point. They can't let it get to that point. They cannot.
Yeah, because they're paying Ben Simmons $35 for the year he sits,
they
have no replacement.
They tanking this year. Then they cannot do that. They cannot do that.
But
the process again.
But the thing is, though, you can't tank when a big man is your best player.
Yeah, you can't tank when Joel Embiid's after getting what $40 million extension.
Right.
He's not healthy enough. He could. He's just not healthy. He can't stay healthy enough. He can't stay healthy enough. He can do it if he could play a full 72.
He's too fragile.
If Morey went to Embiid and said, "Listen, we're going to tank for the year, sit it out for the year," Ben Simmons would be delighted, or Joel Embiid would be delighted.
He'd love it.
Probably.
He'd love it. Oh, I got a year off to rest them knees.
Right.
Probably.
But the thing is, though, with the big, years are not guaranteed. So even if he sits out a year, what's to say when he comes back he doesn't get hurt again?
He got another year to get hurt then.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about the dude
could you guys see like a Golden State fall off where they end up kind of drafting high for a year or two? Where when Clay went down, like Ben Simmons isn't with Philly anymore, so they're kind of stuck. Do you see like a fall off like Golden State had, where then the last 2 years they've been drafted in the lottery?
Golden State has had such a beautiful
You also got
bad.
They have a nice rebuild. Reload.
Reload, yeah.
You got to check to see if Philly didn't trade their draft pick. They traded a lot of draft picks.
They definitely did, actually. Yo, Philly is trash, yo.
Trust the process.
And all these fans was on Philly's nuts. Oh, look, see what they became. They just had to tank for several years. We could have did that. Look at them now. Stupid.
Do they still have Tobias Harris?
Yeah.
They traded him.
Yep.
This is why you got to play basketball.
4 more years or 3 more years. He's on a big deal.
I'd rather have him. He played for the high school right down the block from my house here in Dix
Yeah.
Hills.
I like him.
So
He's
on
good.
Long Island.
Yeah.
You're on Long Island. Okay, all right.
I like Tobias.
Yeah.
My son played basketball in the gym there. I have all pictures of him on the wall of Tobias.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Tobias. The money he went for was a little high for me, that free agency, but I wouldn't have minded getting him.
Yeah, he's a high value player. I'm not mad at him.
Yeah, he's a baller. He can hit you from all 3 levels. He's kind of like a little bit more of an athletic Randall. Kind of with the scoring, he can score at all that 3 levels. Great in the mid range.
I think Randall actually is better from 3 though.
Better from 3, yeah.
Well, this season, not historically. He's not historically better than Harris, but this season.
I mean, but I just speak in reality. This is what reality says right now.
Right. No doubt, man. So listen, the Ben Simmons conversation thing is not one I'm pushing the agenda for. I'm just saying, man, we got to respect that man's talent. Knicks fans, not in general, but sometimes Knicks fans will look at certain players and see one event and be like, "That's how you describe him for the rest of his life." Right, but then Dame Lillard.
What's his numbers, Freezie? He's like 16, 8, and 8 for his career, right?
Yeah.
Close to triple double. See, you can't sneeze on that.
Everybody has the flaw. His floor, he's not a great shooter, but does everything else okay, you know.
He's on his floor.
He is a great player, legitimately. He is legitimately a great player. That is undeniable and undisputable.
Contract is the problem. You don't get paid.
I don't even think his contract is. I think he's paid adequately for his level, like for what he can do.
He's
but for
below
what he
40 until
can
his last
do and for
year. So.
what a team may need may be different.
Dude's
That's
all
my
NBA.
thing.
Yeah, he's all NBA, bro. Dude's all NBA.
Son, every team don't need all the same talent.
Top 3 defender in the league. Guard everybody.
Yep.
That's
He guard
awesome.
the bench too. 1 through 5 in the bench.
Hey, look. We got a top 5. We got a top 5 defense. We got a top 5 defensive team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a top 5 defensive team, and we got a bottom 5 offensive team. So we got we got to meet somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he's a great defender. But it's cool. We got great defense. Like, we need like the offensive mix to happen.
But see, the thing is, Keith, when you look at his offense, he might not put up your 20-something points, but he pushes the pace with RJ, with these guys. He speeds up the game. His transition game is unbelievable.
But we're not always in transition.
That adds to scoring. Huh?
Yeah, but like it's not always like fast break. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how does Tibbs coach? Like, what is his game plans? Like, how does he play these games? It's a lot of half court sets.
Yeah, but I think if you get like a guy like Ben Simmons, he'll like you seen there was a little bit more pace when Rose came in.
Yeah.
So I think he is key to maybe adjust a little bit.
Everybody got better when he came in, right? Freezie, Rose.
I'm just saying, Rose came in. He came in shooting though. Like that helps. That helps with the pace.
Good,
like
he went in.
But see, the thing is with me, it's like if you look at Ben and you put him at the 5, you have Randall, Fournier, Walker, RJ around them. All them guys can shoot.
I'd be interested in seeing it in that way.
Make a jumper.
I'd be interested in seeing that lineup. I just highly doubt like that would be the lineup.
That's not a Tibbs move.
That just doesn't sound like Tibbs to me.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't sound like Tibbs. Like
a Pat Riley.
And I think that we actually we may underscore how much Tibbs actually values Mitch.
Yeah.
If Ben gets a hook shot, he's good. Because
some kind of offense, a better post game, something like.
I wonder if he works.
Magic Johnson could not.
I've never seen this guy practicing shooting.
Magic Johnson couldn't shoot.
You never seen Mitch practicing shooting?
No,
he's got tons of shooting. Because does he practice shooting?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Videos of Simmons shooting. I see Mitch Robinson shooting a lot.
There's been videos of Ben Simmons recently shooting too.
I trust Mitch. I do not want to trade anybody in the front line for Ben. Except maybe
y'all
Fournier,
see Ben hitting logo threes in pickup games, and I'm like, you can't hit you can hit logo threes in pickup, but you can't hit a corner 3 in a game, or at least attempt one.
Not even to try, bro. Like,
but the thing is, if he's able to attempt it in a pickup game, he should be able to attempt it in the NBA. Doesn't mean make it, but attempt it.
The guy won't
Mitch
even
did
try.
The same thing, and he didn't even try. He doesn't even.
But Mitch doesn't have to go. Traditionally, Mitch is a 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't even have to really shooting a 3 is really like that's extra sauce for the dude who's like the defensive heart of the team. Like, that's okay, cool. Like, but you're the point guard. Like, you're not even going to try a mid-range shot. Like, you're not even. I can't get a mid-range shot.
When you were saying about. But it's like, Keith, when you just said about Mitch, it's like we shouldn't expect a 3 out of him because he's our defensive anchor. But sure isn't Ben Simmons the defensive anchor of Philly?
Well, when I say that, meaning like the 5 is generally the defensive anchor. Meaning the center is not the guy that you are like you're needing those like the perimeter shots from. It's in this new NBA, it's definitely a plus. But like you don't like Clint Capella ain't shooting threes, and he's very effective for what he does at the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he was if he was a point guard, he'd be ineffective.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like, yes, from Mitch's spot, I would like him to give me some more perimeter shooting, but it's not required. It's required from the positions that Ben plays. And that's why he can have the great season, regular season success, and then it shows up in the playoffs where teams can actually zero in.
Hey, no offense, and I hope none is taken, but I had the same conversation with Free Keith about RJ Barrett last year. Right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you legit said RJ Barrett can't shoot. Remember that? Remember this thing?
Yes, at the beginning of the year when he couldn't shoot. We had that discussion. We had that discussion after the first 3 games where he went 1 for 22 3-pointers. What are you talking about?
Right. But what I'm saying is, what I'm getting at is, so we had this conversation, but RJ Barrett got better. A young player got better.
Yes.
Efficiency, right?
Praise God.
So we're assuming that Ben Simmons as a young player, can't get better at a deficiency.
I'm not assuming that. I'm not assuming that. Like, here's the difference. And I think you're not, like, the difference in those scenarios, right? RJ came back immediately and did that. People have been waiting for years for Ben to shoot a basketball. Years, plural. Last year was legit RJ's second year in the league. What he did was surprising to most. Not to say that Ben can't do it, but he hasn't done it after being begged and pleaded for years, bro. So my assumption is, and this is just pure math and statistics, is that a person like that the chance of them continuing to be who they are is higher than them changing. No?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's all I'm saying. Like, to me, the chance of him not shooting is higher than the chance of him shooting.
Okay.
Pure statistics. I would love for him to make me to you know what I'm saying, to shoot that down. We pick him up for pennies. He shoots down my theory that he can't shoot. Beautiful. But I'm just saying that the Vegas percentages on that particular action happening is slimmer than him just continuing to not shoot.
I think eventually he'll have a jump shot.
Okay.
I think it's confidence. I think he just doesn't believe in it. I think the free throw line too makes him nervous. That's why you don't see him getting aggressive in 4 quarters. I think it's a confidence thing. And I think he's in an organization, or he's in a city. Yes. He's in a city that
he plays with ultimate confidence, though.
Franchises.
He plays with ultimate confidence, though.
Philly's making a mess with their franchises. So he needs his confidence boost. So he needs to go somewhere and get that confidence boost. Because the guy has it. The guy has the talent. He just needs to put it all together. And I think he's in the wrong situation. He's in Philly. Philly is historically bad with their players.
Change of scenery might help him.
Yeah, he needs to go to
I don't know.
Where's Fultz at? Wherever Fultz went is at. He needs to go there.
Yeah.
Magic.
No, he can't go to the Magic.
Yeah, he got to go to Orlando.
Who the Magic gonna give Philly?
No, they can't. They just got Jalen Suggs.
They take back Foles.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah. So I just mentioned this thing, and y'all just blew by it. I mentioned players improved their shooting under Tom Thibodeau, and I gave 3 examples, right? And y'all ignored that and said send them to Orlando. Bro, what are we talking about?
No. I'm listening.
I pointed out Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle all shot career highs from 3 under Tom Thibodeau. All of them.
That means Simmons is going to come in as a sharpshooter.
That means Ben Simmons comes in.
But I know Larry Bird.
and he gets confidence in his shot because Tibbs encourages you
to
take the shot.
Yeah.
And he encourages you to keep shooting even when you're missing. Because what happened was when RJ Barrett was going through that shooting slump, and it was terrible. Guess what Tibbs was telling him? Keep shooting.
Maybe these rejects are telling him not to shoot over there in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When teams get in win now mode, they feel like everything that they do is the ultimate. Don't take that shot if you can't. But bro, it's a long season. It's a long journey to the championship. Everybody that's in the playoffs is not a championship organization. Philly is one of them. They went out and got a GM that has never gotten to the championship and hired Doc Rivers, who was stuck in the second round every year with the Clippers. And they expect to get to the next round with dudes that have never done it. Right? And so now they criticize Ben Simmons. They got Ben Simmons' confidence all out of whack. And now you think it's Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was the number one pick in the draft for a reason, guys. You don't pick a dude number one, you know what I'm saying? Because randomly, this dude has all-world generational talent, and he has one deficiency.
He was highly touted. He was LeBron James level coming out of college. That's what they said. He was supposed to be the next LeBron James.
They amped him up.
Right.
Yeah, they amped him up.
Right. And people forget.
And I seen it. You could see it in his game. I mean, he's the size, but
Ben Simmons is not. See, and here's the thing. Going into high school, Ben Simmons was a 6'2" point guard. He played point guard his entire life and hit a weird growth spurt where he grew to 6'10", 6'11", right? But he was still, he was a point guard through all, from 6'2" to 6'5", he's a point guard. 6'5" to 6'7", he was a point guard. 6'7" to 6'10", they were like, you can play some point guard, but at LSU, we're going to make you play power forward center. And that was the worst thing that happened to Ben Simmons, his 1 year at LSU. What they should have done is let my man play point guard over Tim Quarterman. Does anybody in here know who Tim Quarterman is?
No.
Tim who?
Tim Quarterman.
Yeah, the anchor's nice.
No.
Hey, Free Keep, I'm gonna mute you for a second. So Joe Man, do you know who Tim Quarterman is?
who?
Exactly. He played point guard at LSU.
What? No. What was his name? I didn't hear it.
Terry Porter?
No, Tim Quarterman.
Porterman.
No.
Do you know who that is?
No.
LSU played point guard over Ben Simmons, and the fans at LSU went bonkers because the coach wouldn't change it. So after that season, that coach is fired. Ben Simmons goes to the NBA, and guess what he does? He starts at point guard for the Philadelphia 76ers. Right?
What was his average when he started?
At power forward?
Yeah.
Or Tim Quarterman?
No, Ben Simmons, his first year.
I can't remember, but he was rookie of the year.
He redshirted his first year. I think the same as he was out with an injury, the same as Embiid.
Yeah,
which to me, I don't think was an injury. I think it was Philly just tanking again. And then he come in. I think it was rookie of the year, his first year. I think he averaged like 15 and close to 7 and 6 or something like that. A good year.
Bad. It's not bad.
Right. So what I'm saying is
yeah, I think that was the first year with him and Embiid. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna say that first year with him and Embiid. I think was that the first year they made the playoffs, or was the second? Was rookie year, right?
Yeah, it was Ben Simmons rookie year.
None of them played their rookie year.
No, I mean.
No, what I'm saying is the first year he played.
The official rookie year, the second year, which was Joel Embiid's third year.
But didn't Simmons miss that playoffs with an injury?
Did he? I can't remember.
I know he missed one of the playoffs with an injury, and
if we make a move for him, we can still play him at point guard too. Spot up point guard minutes because Derrick Rose is going to be on restrictions. Kemba's on restrictions, so you can get him in like 10 minutes at point, 12 minutes.
Our point guard depth is crazy. Like we're good on point guard depth.
And Simmons is going to get better, and he's going to shoot next season. But there's no way you're getting him on this team.
He'll get better on the Tibbs shooting. Look at all the other guys that got better, right, Freezie?
Duke, and I think a 3-team deal you could get it done.
But
for a team that just wants picks that don't want Simmons.
Yeah, but
like,
it's like
say they send them to, I don't know, a team that is like, all right, we'll make the trade, but we then trade them on to get more picks.
OKC apparently.
It's like
OKC make a trade for them, and then we trade from off OKC.
Yeah.
The reason they wouldn't
Something
do
like
it,
that.
I mean,
That's impossible.
I know what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like they want a Harden type of deal for Ben Simmons, and they're not gonna get one. Like they.
Oh no, well they can throw that out there, but they have to know they're not getting that.
And even if you're saying like OKC, they just drafted. They have like 3 point guards right now, basically that are young.
I'll give them Knox picks quickly, but nobody else really.
I would.
They would want RJ. That's the.
I'm not giving them RJ.
I'm not giving up RJ for Ben Simmons.
I give him Obi. I give him
Knox.
IQ, Knox, picks.
I don't want to throw Mitch in there. I would throw Mitch in there, but they don't need Mitch unless they
don't need.
I'm not giving him the like. That's like giving the farm for him. Like it just makes no sense.
And I don't want to. I'm not giving anybody who I can give from the first unit for.
If they can give him Noel, okay, give Noel in the trade.
No, they don't.
The money has to work out.
Nah, but his new contract. I think he can't get traded till the 15th either.
Oh, he can't get traded. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I don't think Simmons is going to get traded to then anyway.
They don't got that many.
Because
you think that they can afford? You think that they can afford to have him sit out half a season?
No.
Well, who has the money to? Who is the money to match?
He's gonna be gone before.
Big star.
He's gonna be gone before opening day. I trust and believe that.
If you're the Daryl Morey and you don't trade him, you're just like continuing to be a bad owner. Like how months since the playoffs ended, and he obviously wants a new start. Like you might as well try to take advantage and get as much value as you can because it's gonna go down
every day. Every day goes down. Every day.
Yeah, but
it's already at the bottom now.
And he's already missed his major, like the biggest window you had for value for him was right before the draft. No, he's going to be our starter. We're dedicated to him. He's our starting point guard. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and he tells you, "Nah, screw you."
Now
and they're like, "Oh,
you should have just traded him. Then you'd have been able to get a Lions haul for that."
Yeah, they gotta just.
What made this whole thing is him telling them, "Yeah, I'm not coming back." That's more or less he's telling them, "Look, you guys tried to trade me. Now you don't believe in me. I'm out."
Oh, I definitely think that's what it is. I definitely think that's what it is. But it's Daryl Morey's bad now.
And then that's a mistake on Morey because Morey don't do that. Morey's usually good. He fleaces teams in trades.
Oh yeah, he does. He's not going to fleece us though.
He just can't draft.
He's not fleecing anybody.
No.
Nobody unless Minnesota comes out and is like, all right, unless Towns says, but see the thing is, how does Towns make Philly better with Embiid unless you put him at the 4?
No, you're not getting Towns. No,
like
they're not giving
Towns. The thing is, like, people trying to say that you're going to trade Randall.
If Towns says, you know what, I want out. And he puts Philly on the list. There you go. There's a trade because Towns could oust out in the morning. You don't know what Towns because Minnesota's going to mess.
Sense. If you're one of the best centers in the league, you're not gonna go team up with the top 2 center in the league. Like you don't just do that. And it's like I don't understand how people are trying to say to trade Randall for Ben Simmons when the Sixers don't want Randall, bro. The Sixers don't want him. What is the purpose of Randall and the Sixers when they have Tobias Harris?
Keith, I'm not trading Randall for Simmons. No way.
I'm not either, but I'm just saying for people that think that, like, no, it's not happening.
When I mentioned that earlier, it was because you have to have salary match. And
that makes sense.
We only can trade the 6 guys that were under contract. None of the new guys that just signed deals. That's the only reason I said it. Because anyone else, you're going to have to put RJ in that deal, and I don't want to.
No,
because RJ is the second.
If they want Randall, then they have to give me Simmons and stuff. They have to give me picks with that for Randall.
Yeah.
What Randall has done over the last year, he's shown he's way more value than Ben Simmons. So I do that, but you have to give me a pick or 2 with it.
I wouldn't say that.
Or Miss Heibel or somebody.
I would say
that. You wouldn't say that?
No,
why wouldn't you say that?
I think that Simmons probably has more value than Randall, but
How does Simmons have more value than
No
Randall?
way.
No way.
Simmons has a type
No
of defense
way.
and playmaking that a lot of people don't have, and that obviously
I
has
feel
a lot
you
of
on that, but there's intangibles there. Like Randall was running a team. Like Randall.
No, I'm
like,
not saying he's better. I'm not saying like Simmons is better than Randall.
That's
like,
what we're talking about. Like
last year, he was definitely better than Simmons. But like the prior years, I would take Ben Simmons.
Simmons has traditionally played with more talent on his team than Randall had.
I know. I'm just talking about individual play. Like he's a better playmaker, a better defender. He just is not aggressive to score. They're both complete opposites when it comes to
Randall's a better shooter, much better shooter. Much better.
I mean, he actually shoots. That's the thing. Like one is
he actually attempts to shoot. Frank is a better shooter. Frank is a better shooter, a more aggressive shooter than Ben.
Elfrid Payton was a better shooter than Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is one of the best defenders in the league.
No, he's a great defender. Like
one of the best in the league, and then he's one of the best passers in the league too. And then Randall is not that good on defense, and his playmaking is like not the best either.
He's not that good on defense. Like he's. Yeah, really undersells Randall, yo. Y'all undersell.
Do you think he's a
Randall
point
as well too?
You can play him at the point. I mean, it really depends on your team. He could play different. I want to say center. I know
if the Knicks were to get him, where would you put him? Because I put him at the 5.
I would not put him on the 5 at all. Never.
Why not? He's the same size as Noel. He's the same size as Clint Capella. He's 6'10", 240.
He doesn't play.
Who are you taking out of the starting lineup then?
You take out Mitchell Noel, you put him at the 5. You round it at the 4. Rondo does enough for rebounding. Simmons is enough for him. Huh?
You're not getting him unless you trade 2 people from your starting lineup at least.
They're not going to sit Robertson on the bench.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're going to get him. I don't think even saying that it's December.
Even saying two people, we need 2 people from the starting lineup to get Ben. I don't want him.
No, I don't want him either. I think he'll be good though next season. Like I think he's gonna actually shoot next season. But I'm not trading.
He's gonna be a good player. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not shooting.
I hope he shoots somewhere else.
If we can get him for a bag of chips, okay. But I'm not giving up these starters.
Nobody's getting Ben Simmons.
You ain't getting Ben Simmons for a bag of chips. You're gonna have to give up
to
get him. Be like Obi.
The team that gets him is gonna get
full of picks.
The team that gets him is going to get him for a lot less than they could have gotten him, but it's still going to hurt.
Yeah, like I don't like. There shouldn't be no like. I know the salaries have to match, but I think like between the Knicks and the Sixers, we should not even like talk about trading for Simmons because there's no way he's coming here. No, I legit think there's no way.
I don't know how he'll handle New York. If he can't handle Philly, he won't be able to handle here.
And those are the things that cats aren't thinking about either. Like, yo, that cat is hella like emotionally delicate, man.
Like you can't be going for like I guess because he's still all-star. You can't be doing that without trading RJ or Randall in a sense. So
we have to get other players back too, though, except for him.
Yeah, but you don't really want much. Like you don't want to trade your best player for Simmons. You don't want to trade RJ. I would not.
He's too much of a. It's too much of a question mark around Simmons for me to lose that kind of.
He's an unknown. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, to just lose the value that I've already built in somebody. Like I really want to see this team as it is after this full off season.
Me too.
And just like I just want to see how they look, yo. Like because I have a hunch that this is a squad, yo. I have a hunch, yo.
Yeah, I have us being the 56th seed.
We have such a deep team. We got so many players on this team, man.
54 wins, 4th seed or better.
Minimum 50. Minimum.
No matter what happens with Simmons, if Simmons is traded from Philly, or if they don't get like a return they're supposed to get, or as I said before, if they don't get him traded and he sits out, teams are looking to move up. Philly's going to move down that chart, so we can get a higher seed.
Philly is the
if they make it if they make it to the season, if they open up the season and like haven't traded him yet, and he's sitting on the bench,
and he's
not
sitting
playing,
out, yeah,
that's going to be such a fail for Mario.
Do you think he does a Harden like he says he sits out, then comes, plays a couple of games, complains, and then gets moved?
That's what I see because he's gonna start getting fined.
And then he'll come back And then he'll get traded. He'll play. Do you know what? He'll come back. He'll hit a couple of threes, and then they'll move him.
Nah. Oh, that would be funny as hell. That would be so bad. That would be so super.
Oh, Embiid will punch him in the head.
Yo, if he did that, I'd want him then. Then I'd want him.
But he already said he wants out.
Yeah, but if
I'm saying like on the Knicks, I'd want him on the Knicks if I saw that. Like if he did that, like
he hits a couple of threes. Yeah,
he's like, I like that. He's ballsy. I like that.
He was trying to defend him. The only person that could actually try.
See, is this where this game is gone? Where the three means so much.
Hey man, this is what y'all millennials did to the basketball, man.
It's not a center league anymore. The center is not involved as much anymore.
Because it's scoring. Because now like the focus is on scoring, so everything has been pushed out to the perimeter. When it was like when you had the biggest, baddest man on the five, like you were probably the guy the team that was gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
It's like back in the days when you had Patrick, the ball goes to Ewing, everybody steps away and let Ewing.
Exactly. You here to help Ewing. That's it. You're here to help Ewing.
But then people say about the big man's dying, but then you look the last 3 years, the MVP have been big men. You think Giannis back to back, and then Jokic.
I really hope it shifts.
Like you think big men
but look at what those big men are doing though. Look what those big men are doing. Yeah. Maybe Giannis is closer to tradition or whatever, but he still has to shoot.
He's a freak, like,
and Jokic now. Jokic plays. He's a point guard.
Jokic is something else.
No center at all.
You know what? It makes me so happy. You're looking where the league's going. That you look at Jokic and Luka and Giannis, all these European dudes coming in and dominating. It kind of makes me happy as a European seeing that the European games now it's getting a little bit more notice now into the NBA than it was before.
And Joe, Jokic is so slow too, man.
Yeah, but he's just so crafty with it.
Yeah, he's smart.
Slow but crafty.
Smart.
But
yeah.
People have to. He was a second round pick. He had to develop all that. He was sitting behind Nurkic for a couple of years, developing his game, getting better and better. Like he didn't come into the league highly touted with all these skills. He was at the basement and had to kind of build himself up to where he is now. Like I think he was like the 48th pick or something to now being an MVP and probably being one of the most dominant centers we've seen in the league so far.
And this is why cats was like so thirsty, like, oh, Obi gotta go and this, that, and the other. Like they don't look at how like the league progresses. Like cats can get better without you seeing them in game for 30 minutes a game.
Jokic was behind Nurkic for 3 or 4 years. Then they realized, oh, Jokic is good. That like the same thing could happen with Obi. Let him sit behind Rondo for 2 or 3 years. Next thing, boom.
I've been trying to say that to people. Like, nah, like cats is like, nah, they wasting value behind. Nah. That's not how
they're
it
trying
works.
to think win now. They're trying to make a big trade and use Obi as the biggest trade chip. That's what people are trying to do. They're trying to go star hunting and use Obi as one of the guys in the trade.
I think they're still stuck on Dame. That's what it is.
And it's like, look, if a star comes available, great. I'm jumping on that if the deal is right. But just at the moment, be patient. Let them come to you instead of fans like worrying about, oh, we'll trade for here. Like I would like Ben Simmons, but I'm not in a rush to get him.
No.
You know, you just got to be patient with this team. But we're building something. Like I think Obi's going to take a big step.
He is.
He needs the minutes. He's one of them guys where he needs minutes. More minutes, the more dominant he could be. But the factor is where are we getting the minutes from?
I was telling Freezie that they have to get these rookies in too. I want to see Grimes and Deuce in there too. They got to squeeze a couple minutes for those guys too.
You know, I said on a good team, the Knicks. I said McBride to me could take minutes away from Quickly just because that defense.
That's fine, no problem.
Look, it's IQ. It's IQ and Quickly. IQ and Grimes fighting for scraps. The point guard, as long as they're healthy, is going to be a 1-2 combo of Derrick Rose and Kemba.
Yeah, McBride.
Anybody else on that depth chart is fighting for scraps.
Yes.
Because
anybody else, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But fellas, that's the way it's supposed to be. Young cats are on a good team. Young cats are fighting for those spots. I don't care about seeing them. I don't care Grimes doesn't get 15 minutes a game. I care about W's and us operating like a for real functional good team.
And Keith, isn't it so nice to look at? It's like, okay, we don't have to. Our rookies this year don't have to save us. That McBride could sit behind Rose and Kemba for the next 2 years and learn.
That's it.
And then maybe in 2-3 years he could step in as to take over the job in a couple of years.
That's a functional team. That's just the team that I've been wanting for so long, yo.
That's the same thing with Quickly. You see, Quickly is so amped up when he's playing with Rose. He's learning from Rose. That guy loves to play with
the best second unit in the league. We have the best second unit when you look at it. Rose, Quickly, Burks, Obi, Noel, or Mitch, whoever they decide to go with. That's the best. That rated last year was the second best in the league. And that's only going to get better with chemistry.
I honestly feel like if we're not the deepest, we're one of the top 3 deepest teams in the league.
Teams like you look at the Lakers, the Nets are star heavy, they're top heavy, but we're not top heavy, but we have depth.
Those guys have to play 40 minutes.
When them guys get injuries, they're screwed.
That second unit is not carrying them.
No, if they get injuries, they're screwed. Like what happened when Kyrie and Harden were injured, KD had to carry it on his own. They had nobody with him.
KD is great, but he's no LeBron.
You look at the Lakers, it's the same.
KD is nice, but he ain't no LeBron. No. He can't carry bums. He can't carry bums through to the finals.
He can't carry Kevin Love.
But you look at LeBron's early career, the amount of playoff runs he brought them bum calves with. He had dishwashers and guys working in ShopRite on that team. And he brought them to into second rounds and stuff.
That's the one thing I give Bron props for. But to me, that's more sentiment as to how soft the league was. But I give him props for that. That dude definitely used to drag accountants all the way to the freaking finals. Them cats look like, damn, man, I just want to go home.
Wow.
He ain't doing that no more, though.
No, the league's going to be interesting this year. It's going to be interesting at the top.
Look, as long as I get my 54
to me, I don't
wins,
people are guaranteeing Lakers Nets finals. I'm not guaranteeing that.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I don't trust either one of those teams. And the Lakers is like the geriatric all-stars. I just don't trust either one of those teams.
2010 All-Star team, LeBron, Melo, Westbrook, AD,
that's it.
Them dudes went to the Ofo home.
We got Rondo. We got Dwight Howard back too, right?
Well, yeah,
they out there playing all-star
They had nothing else they could
games.
do. They had $6 million in cap space. They had to use vet minimums and stuff to fill out the roster because all their money is spent on LeBron and AD and Westbrook. So they had to go to the nursing home and get the guys out.
That's it. It's going to be that's a team running with a high level of experience, yo.
Yo, Keith, what's the story with DeAndre Jordan? I hear Brooklyn's shopping him now. What's the story with that?
Nah, they're going to buy him out, and I think the Lakers are going to take him.
Yeah, probably.
I heard the Lakers are going in trying to take him.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
He's going to join the rest of them.
But don't they have Drummond already?
Yo, this league, everybody joining up for a ring. Kendrick Nunn turned down money to sit on the bench for the Lakers to get a cheap ring.
Get a ring from the king, right?
And I heard we made a
LeBron.
I heard we made a higher price offer to Nunn.
Really?
Yeah, and he turned it down to go to the Lakers.
And he turned it down to go to everybody chip chasing, yo. Everybody chip chasing, and I don't trust either one of those two teams. I personally don't think I feel like either one of them or both of them are not going to be in the big game.
I don't think Brooklyn's making the finals. Those dudes are gonna get injured again.
Dude, I
gotta see what Philly's like. What Philly does, because if Philly makes a move for Dame or CJ, then I could see it. But Philly right of now, Ben Simmons sitting and them not having a trade. Philly right now, to me, are in a top 5.
Yeah, they're definitely like
the Bucks is the only team then you could really fight with the Nets.
Dude, there's something to be said. Like the Bucks went ahead and
no Ben Simmons, no trade. They're in trouble.
The Bucks went ahead and won a chip. There's something to be said for that motivation coming into the league to the next season, bro. And you see how Giannis is treating it. Like he definitely feels very comfortable with that Larry O'Brien.
Yeah. Good dude.
And he's right. And I loved how when he sat down with the interview, he's like, I done this the right way. I done it the hard way. I didn't join up with everybody.
Ooh, I know cats ain't like to hear that. I know cats ain't like to hear that.
Yeah, but back in those days in the 90s, dudes weren't leaving the team. They were staying with their teams.
Well, the CBA was different. The CBA
contract.
The CBA was different too, though. Like the players didn't have as much control then. Cats were really kind of like they have way more control than cats had in the 90s and beyond. I'm not mad at it, but I don't like the whole idea that players can choose their competition.
No, I don't like
that. I don't like. I'm all for player empowerment. Like you should be able to like make sure you get the most chips that you can get and the most bread you can get. This, that, and the other. Like, but I don't like I'm the best player in the league and I'm gonna go ahead and form my team. Like that's a disrespect to pure competition for me.
The only thing with LeBron, Keith, what killed me is when he came to Connecticut to make his decision. Why is he coming over here to make that decision? To stick it in, stick the knife in our back.
Just dumb. Like you making a show of it, and I think it was that moment that I really started disliking LeBron. Like it was like
people were calling me, "Yo, he's coming here, he's coming here." I'm like, "Nah, I don't think so." Yo, he's coming here, he's in Connecticut, yo. I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." Let me see that.
For a second, I thought he was gonna come. Like I definitely thought. I fell for the marketing too. I fell for the marketing. I can't even deny it. But I'm not even the most mad at him not coming. It was like I was mad at the show. Like,
big celebration.
You really put on a show for okay. You a real jerk. I take it.
The big celebration with all the music, and dancing, and not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
Yeah. What happened to the 7?
What happened to the 7? We're still waiting.
He's still waiting.
Where's Chris Bosh?
Well, I'm gonna say this though. They might have got another one if Chris Bosh was healthy.
Yeah,
that was some.
He got that injury.
That was some 3. Like yo, man, them 3 cats was something together, man.
Bosh was nasty when he was healthy. Nasty.
I'm glad that we're making our resurgence right now after that era. Like not like we don't have to deal with that. Like it'll kill me to have to deal with another Jordan type situation. one player keeping us from the chip. Hey, what's going on in the chat? Where we at?
Right.
Wait, Millsap went to the Nets?
Millsap to the Nets, yes.
Oh, yeah, Real King, New York versus Brooklyn. Yo, actually, that's like the Eastern Conference. That's the Eastern Conference battle that I want to see. You know how live the city would be if that was the Eastern Conference battle? New York versus the Nets? I mean, versus BK?
Yeah.
Oh, this city would be on fire.
Yo, I'm dying to see Kemba. I hope that guy's knees are healthy because if he's healthy,
yo, I got his knees on my prayer list, bro. Like it's please stay healthy. If Kemba and Rose stay healthy, yo, we got ourselves a team, yo. We got ourselves team that's
Rose was nasty last year. He looked like he had
what
back.
Dude, playoff Rose in the playoffs convinced me that he should. When they finally announced that they gave him a contract, I was like, "What took y'all so long?" Ain't no way in the world I was letting Rose go.
No, never.
Even if it was the 2-year contract, nah, not with the confidence he showed in this playoffs. Nah, we gonna need him. Oh, I'm so happy with all I wanted, but coming into this offseason, what I wanted to leave the offseason with was Lonzo, and hopefully a wing of some sort. Man, this was even better than I thought.
I know GI wanted Aubrey, right?
Yo, people that wanted like Kelly Oubre, man, like I just don't understand them. Like the dude to me is all sizzle in no state. They want another guy at the wing who plays in the paint and can't shoot. Just clog the team up with more non-shooters. It's weird.
Like I want to see what they got this year. I don't want to make any trades. We have a deep team. I'm going with you. I'm going minimum 50 wins. You say 54, I'm good with that, but they ain't.
That's my. I allow myself a crazy, like my win prediction every year is is my crazy piece of fandom that I allow myself, and it's 54 wins. We going for the 3rd seed or better. That's it.
How many wins did we get that a couple of years ago when we had Jason Kidd and all those dudes? It was like 54, 55, right?
I think it was 50. Was it 54?
54, right?
Was it? I think the number was 54.
I think we're gonna match that.
I just foresee a very good year, and it's gonna be cats who are very surprised and gonna have to walk back several of their takes.
Where's Uncle Freezie, Keith? He fell asleep?
Freezie be doing that. Like he'll start a show and just have other people run it. Yeah, Naruto, like a Knicks versus Nets conference finals, man. Oh, I swear to, I would sell everything I own to get one of them damn tickets.
They got a house. That team, Brooklyn.
Dude, son, you know how expensive that playoff series would be? $10,000 seats. Like I'm definite, but I gotta be in the building for one of those games. Historic.
And they still got Blake Griffin, right?
Huh?
Brooklyn still has Blake Griffin, right?
Yeah.
And now they have Millsap. Oh my God.
It's like Brooklyn and the Nets and the Lakers are battling for like who could formulate the most like geriatric all-star team. I'm interested to see who wins that battle. It looks like the Lakers are taking it right now.
Yeah, but who knows?
I feel like Knox is going to get showcased in the preseason.
They're going to play Knox in the beginning, probably.
Now, just to answer Keyshawn's question, like I feel like the first in all the preseason games, like we're going to see a lot of Knox just because he had to miss the summer league. I personally think that if he's not like super better, like they're going to be actually showcasing the trade. Look out for this trade deadline, December 15th. I don't expect Evan. I don't expect Fournier and Nerlens to be here beyond that date.
You ready?
Unless something happened to Mitch.
You think Fournier is going to get dealt?
Oh, I think that their contracts are set up to be trade bait. Fournier, Nerlens, and Burks.
No, that's Free Keith. Freezie's in the backstage.
What's good, nephew?
I think for sure Burks is gonna get dealt too.
Dude, especially if they perform, if they're performing until the deadline, I definitely could see something happen.
Now, what's the story with Robinson? Didn't they say that he gained weight and he got bigger or something? I haven't seen anything of Robinson.
Yo, dude, go on his social media, go look up. Yo, he's definitely gotten bigger. I'm very much excited to see like if this is functional weight. Like, yeah, he's gotten bigger, undeniable. You need to look that up because like that could also be a very big problem. And Cat's not figuring that into. Hey, Jay Bug, what's good?
So excited.
Hey, but yeah, I got the bail money, gangster. Go ahead and do you. But yo, I gotta jump. My old lady giving me the gas face right now.
Uh-oh.
So
don't get the boss angry. Don't do that.
Yo, she definitely trumps you guys. So like, I'm gonna have to salute the squad.
Yeah, man, I got to give my son a bath. It's bath time. It's 10:15.
10:15. He definitely stayed up later than me. I did, yeah.
And last night he was up to 11:30 last night.
What?
Because of the storm we had. He was afraid.
Yeah, that was different. That's different. Last night was very much different, bro. Like, yeah. I thought some cats wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Took me like 8 hours. Like, what is it? Like, it literally took me like 8 hours to get home from the gig. Yeah.
Wow. Jesus.
I'm all right. All right. But yeah, salute to the squad.
Salute to
Peace
everybody.
out. Peace, love, and Knicks.
Oh yeah. Go New York, go New York, go.
Go.
Keith, have a good night, buddy.